Okay, so today our topic of discussion will be weathering and erosion. Okay, what is weathering? Weathering basically refers to the general process whereby rocks disintegrate and decompose at or near the Earth's surface. The rate of weathering depends upon two factors, that are nature of rocks and natural agents. Okay, so what is the nature of rocks? Some rocks, they are in fact soft, okay, and some are hard. Soft rocks take shorter time to break down as compared to the harder rock. Okay, the example of soft mineral rocks are that is gypsum, and the quartz is the example of the harder rock. Okay, so now there are some rocks which are fine grained and some rocks which are coarse grained. Okay, grains means like the pores between the rocks. Okay, so some have the bigger pores and some have the smaller pores. Okay, smaller pores rocks, they have the larger surface area. Okay, and they are more exposed to water and air, hence the rate of weathering is more in the smaller grain rocks. Okay, and some rocks are heavily jointed. That means, as you know, there are the line of weaknesses. As you can see, here is the line of weaknesses that are present between the rocks. So some rocks, they have the more line of weakness, they are more easily they can be more easily broken down. Okay, while the rocks which have less lines of weakness, they can be broken down with more power. Okay, so what are natural agents? Temperature and rainfall, they are the two natural agents that influence the rate of weathering. If at any place the temperature and rainfall is high, then the rate of weathering will be high. Okay, and the plants and animal, they also play an important role, okay, in creating the line of weaknesses. So as we have already discussed this thing, that due to more line of weaknesses, the rate of weathering will be more. Okay, so physical weathering refers to the process whereby rocks are broken down through physical processes. Okay, and physical weathering is most common in climatic condition where the temperature and the rainfall is high. Okay, so types of physical weathering. First is alternate expansion and contraction of rocks. In this, what happens, that as you know, that in the desert region, the temperature at daytime that reaches to 40 degrees centigrade, while at night the temperature drops to minus 10 degrees centigrade. So because of this much temperature difference, and this will result in the expansion and contraction of rocks, which will cause the rocks to disintegrate and eventually they will break down. Okay, and in the arid region, as you know, the heat in the day causes the outer layer of the rock to expand faster than the inner layer of the rocks. With repeated heating and cooling over a period of time, stress forms between outer and inner layer of the rocks, and this will cause the outer layer of the rock to peel away, and this process is called as exfoliation. Okay, what is freeze thaw action of ice? Okay, boys, as you know, in the mountainous region, the temperature in the atmosphere that drops below the freezing point of water, and that will cause the water in the pores to expand by 10%. Remember one thing, whenever water freezes, it will expand by 10%, and because of this expansion, the strains will be developed in the rock pores. Okay, and that will cause the pores to become larger. Okay, and this will cause the rock particles to disintegrate or break. Release of pressure within rocks beneath the earth's surface, they are under the great pressure. Okay, over a period of time, the thick layer of rock material above them may be gradually removed by erosion. This layer will be removed by erosion, and what will happen, the pressure beneath them, that will be released. Okay, and the stress will be released as well, and that will cause the fractures to form parallel along the rocks like this. Okay, and these fracture will cause the rock particles to break down in the future. Okay, now is basically the chemical weathering. Okay, so in chemical weathering what happens, there are two type of chemical weatherings: oxidation and carbonation. In oxidation, the minerals in the rock particles, they react chemically with oxygen and cause the particle to oxidize, and due to the oxidation, what will happen, there will be the expansion in volume. Okay, and the chemical composition will also be changed. This process causes the rock structure to weaken and to gradually decompose down. Oxidized rocks are usually reddish brown in color, as the ferrous oxide in them reacts with oxygen in the atmosphere to form ferric oxide. Now is carbonation. As you know that there is a lot of carbon dioxide that is present in the air. Whenever the rain occurs, the rainwater that combines with carbon dioxide and forms carbonic acid. When carbonic acid reacts with calcium carbonate, the calcium carbonate is turned into calcium bicarbonate, okay, which is soluble, and because of that, that can be easily removed. What is biological weathering? Biological weathering phenomena occurs because of the presence of lines of weaknesses due to plants and the animals that tends to make the tunnels inside the soil. Okay, and because of that, the more lines of weakness will be developed and the rate of weathering will be increased. Okay, so now is the agents of erosion. Let's discuss some agents of erosion, that is flowing water. Due to flowing water across the sea, or you can see that at the shore of the sea, that what happens, whenever the water will strike the rock particles, they will cause the rock particles to scrap and abrade. Okay, and because of that, the rock layers on the rock particles will be removed and the process of erosion will occur. And wind is also an other agent that will cause the erosion to happen along the in the desert region. Okay, and they will cause these kind of arcs to develop. Okay, and another factor is the sea waves. Okay, whenever the sea waves strikes along the coast, then they will cause the rock to become the structure like this. Okay, now is the impact of weathering and erosion on human activities. So there are some positive impacts and there are some negative impacts as well. In the positive impacts, when the rock particles they combine with the dead plants and animal, they tends to form soil, and soil is very essential for human activities, and it enables farming for food crops and the rearing of livestock to take place. Weathered rock material are used by people for construction purposes. Okay, and weathering and erosion also cause the beautiful landforms to form as well. Okay, and the negative impacts are they cause a lot of destruction. Okay, loss of destruction to properties and human lives as well. And as you know that in the chemical weathering that we had discussed, the carbonation, which cause the carbon dioxide. When the carbon dioxide reacts with water, that forms carbonic acid, and when carbonic acid reacts with limestone, they'll form calcium bicarbonate, and that will cause the destruction to the buildings. Okay boys, so now you can attempt the worksheet that I have given to you. Okay, thanks.